Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and today I'm going to try to put the engine in place. What I mean by in place is inside the truck to get a shape where we're going to cut it out. I have a mock-up motor that's outside. I'm going to have to go out in the rain to get it. I made a motor mount this morning, or motor mounts this morning. I had this before and I cut the tabs off it. So what I did is I mocked it up this morning and made new mounts for the LS engine. Now the LS engine is the engine of choice for this bad boy. The LS engine is over in the other garage. It's raining out right now. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a mock-up motor. It's outdoors. It's a 305. I'm going to shove it in there with the motor and transmission just to see if I can get it in there. I want to get an outline of where it's going to be. I want to get it in the center of the truck, put an outline of it, maybe cut out some material. Right there where the line is, I'm saying that I cannot have the transmission back any further than that. If you want to come take a look, sweetheart. If you look in there, you can see the rear end, the yoke on the rear end, or see the yoke on the rear end? That's where basically is the end where the transmission, I can't see me going back any further. So I'm thinking that the engine is going to be right about here somewhere, the front of the engine right about here somewhere. Hopefully, with any luck at all, I can mount the radiator up on this part. This is going to be checker plate floor with ribs in it, checker plate over there. This is going to be the engine area. Mount is just sitting there. So let's try to put the engine in. Let's try to put the engine in. Not sure, but we're going to go for it. That's all I can tell you, not sure. This engine's been sitting out here for quite a while. Why not use it to mock up what I need to do? Why not? I might need a little help from Jolene to get it in place, but that's what it's all about. Thank you for coming back. We muchly appreciate it. Yesterday it was nice to get a visual on the truck and get a panel put on it. I've left this motor out all winter. It's no doubt in my mind stuck now, but it doesn't mean I cannot use it for mocking up. And what I mean by mock-up is to know where it needs to go. Sometimes I get more stuff hanging around than I need, but that's what happens when you work every day in your shop. That's what happens. Come on, baby! She's gonna come in this time, I bet you. Come on, man. Must have fell off the wall. Wow. Alrighty. Actually, I'm just going to push this back a little bit. See, there's a lot of water on the inside of just a lot of water inside of it. I just want to blow it off for a second. Only makes sense to me, blow it off. I've got bare metal on the truck. Don't really want all that water on it, but it is what it is. Do what you gotta do. Watch it, sweetie pie. Just a mock-up motor. And then I'll know where to cut. Once I get that engine in there, then I can start wrapping this bad boy. It was nice to be able to put a side on it to get a start to what it looks like. It really was. I do not know, well, what do I do not know? I do not know a lot of things, you know, but this tape measure is going to tell me. 2 feet, I know that is. I should be able to get in there. This piece right here is probably going to bugger me up. I don't really want to break it, but I can take it out. I'm going to take it off. It makes sense to take it off. It does, I think. I might need that. I've got a few other engines in there that might need a stick like that, so I might as well take it off instead of twisting it. Look at that now, would you? Hickory dickory dock. Just like that. And that'll sit in the corner with the rest of the stuff. Alrighty. Now, this is going to be the hard part. Just kind of wondering if I should have it. Ooh, this could be scary. Huh? Baby? Sure. To be honest with you. I should just cut one of them ribs off, pull the rib out and slide it in. That's what I should do. But we'll try it this way first. And if it happens we can't get it down in there, I'll cut the rib off. Don't really want to get it shaken that much. Don't know if I can get in there far enough. I'm hoping I can. And once I get it up there on the middle of the floor, all I need to do is draw a pattern of what needs to be cut out. That's basically what I'm going for. What do I need to cut out of it? In what shape? Ooh, don't hit the truck. Let me know if I'm gonna hit anything, will you, sweetheart?
Yep.
What? Jai! I'm telling you, it just seems like. Stop it. I didn't hear anything out of you.
I know. Whoa.
Whoa. They take the brunt. Come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna let down a little ways. We are hard up. Engine's hard up, I'm not. I'm gonna let that down some. Not interested in working around in bare metal with water all over me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You can always clean it off. So we're gonna have to pull that engine ahead some. The line, we gotta come way ahead, have we not?
Yeah.
I'm going to let that down. Unhook it. Hold ahead. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do. See what happens. It's denting that part of the floor, I see. You can see how it's putting weight on that part of the floor, but I'm not going to use that part of the floor. It's getting cut out. I just have to get the head far enough. What was that?
I don't know.
What?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. Oh. What was that? Too far ahead. All right. Get the engine over some, get in the center if I can. I can't account. Can't really get in the center if I'm not. Yeah. We're right hard up against that. You can see how the it would go in further. Yes, it would, but we're hard up against. I'm going to count the ribs on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on the fifth. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty well centered right where it's got to go. Now we're pretty near basically where it needs to be, where the transmission is the farthest back that it can go possible, I think. So what I'm going to do is, it's in the center. It looks like it to me. It is in the center. You can see how I know it's leaned over this way a little bit, but you can tell how the oil pan, the two that it's on there is the same. So these two are center. Now I'm going to get it myself.
What is it?
What's this here?
What do you need?
I need a ruler. I think I need a ruler. Not a ruler, guess it doesn't much matter. What I'm thinking I want to do is I want to know where to cut. I'm thinking that we're in the center, we're looking pretty good. We're running down this line here pretty good. Seems to be pretty good. That oil pan's on the center of that. We're over just a little tiny bit. I'm saying that third rib over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't make sense for this one. 2, 3. We gotta come over. Gotta come over a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. So this must be center here. Is this that little block right there? It must be center. That must be. That's gross. Pull it over a little bit more. Center. Alright. When I look down, I want to see 1, 2. I see more ribs on this side for some reason.
Do you want this?
What? Think a tape measure would tell me? I'm gonna have to come over further. And I do. And I do. And I do. Shit. Yeah, I want your tape measure, please. Measuring from the oil pan is 2 feet. That's a nice number, 2 feet. Don't come over too far. So 26 will be right, 26 inch, and I'll be center. Just a little tiny bit. 26 on this side. Let's go to the other side. Just a little tiny bit. Or 25 3/4, 25 and a half. Just a little tiny bit. Oh, this catty-walking is really getting it in place. We're ahead of that line now, which is good. We're 26, right on the money, 26. Let's go to the other side. Thought I'd just be able to count the ribs and do it that way, but I guess that's not going to work. 26 right on. And if it is set, it doesn't mean that the housing of the rear end is in center. It does not mean that. So I'm going to do this. Just going to take this, go straight down. This one. Just take the ruler going straight down, see where we're going to cut it. So, straight down gives me right on that side. So basically what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut here. That's where I'm going to cut. On this side, it's giving me a different line. There. So I'm going to cut here. All right. Bring it in center. Drawing an outline of what I'm going to do. Back to about here. Actually, I got a ruler in my hand. Let's do this. I'm thinking that the motor can come back out. See what happens when I jack it back up. Yeah. Can't do that. I'm gonna have to pull it back.
Yeah.
You want to do me a favor?
Yep.
You want to put the camera down and give me a hand for a minute?
Yeah.
Are you able to guide that engine out? You go up on top and guide it, just guide it out?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to go over there or you're on that side. It's up to you.
Yep.
You're the camera lady. Best camera lady I ever met. Basically, all I'm going to try to get you to do is steer it out, okay?
Okay.
If anything happens, do not put yourself in harm's way of anything. Like, do not get in the way of it all, anything, please.
Yep.
You might want a pair of gloves.
Okay.
I got a pair right here for you.
I got my gloves
Okay.
here.
She wants her gloves, boys. She wants her gloves. I can't say it's a blamer. Can't say it's a blamer. I'd be careful pulling on the ribs or jumping in the middle of that metal. There you go. Now, just kind of steer this transmission over, will you please and thank you? Make sure you don't stay underneath it, please. Like, I'm gonna have to pull all this. So I'm gonna jack it up. I don't want you to let the valve pan cover hit this, right?
Okay. Yep.
Oh, don't put your hand in there, baby. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Keep it off that rail if you can.
Okay.
Please. How are you? Good?
Yep.
Got her?
Yep.
Ah, you're the master. Now let this bad boy down. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sanko! If you want to come take a look at the front of the motor, just let me know as long as I hit the truck. Or let it down, it's gonna hit?
Nope.
Okay. Just want to let it down to move it around. It just doesn't make it safe when it's way in the air like that. Wasn't so bad, eh?
No.
Not so bad at all. It's getting an LS. It's not getting a 350 or 305. We're going to put an LS in it. I've got all the gear to do it. I want to try it in this. And now, in order to make this what I just pull this over a little bit. So what I've done here, in order to make this mount, these mounts you can buy at Speedway, and like if you're putting a motor in anything, it's so easy to have a mount that you can cut off, slide it in between your frame, bolt it on, or weld it on. These mounts went in here, like that, and I just set it up so like that. So it goes the other side on the other mount, and that's the way it goes in. So we'll actually bolt the mounts on, put this right on the engine before we drop it in. Do not know where it's going yet, but I do know where the hole is. So let's cut the hole out. I'm going to pull this ahead or shove it ahead. So if you've never worked one of these before, they steer with a coupe. They don't steer very good. They do not steer very good. I'm going to leave that right there for now. Just going to let it down a little bit more. Now, get a rag and wipe that off. Well, that's a good thing to know that I can get an engine in it, right? You know, that's a good thing to know, whether you can get an engine in it. And I can. And I can. Alrighty. Now I have that looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to make the same, I got the same going back there. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to make it about the same distance before I come back. Put my ruler right there. Just going to change it up a little bit. Just come back a little bit further. Milwaukee markers are the best. Milwaukee markers are the best. Now I've got a cross member that's going to be cut out of that. There's a cross member underneath there. Hoping I'm not going to get into the back one. Hoping I'm not. I don't want to. Now what I'm thinking is, as you think about cutting a cross member out of a truck or anything like that, you're weakening this bad boy up. But let's remember, we have this going across all the way to the other side. We have the ribs that are nailed down so it can't go anywheres. With the floor nailed down, like this is a unibody, so the floor is nailed down on this back part of the thing so it cannot open up. We have a piece of square stock from here running from this side over to that side so it can't open up. So I'm saying it's not going to move. I'm just going to cut it out and it's basically going to stay there. I'm going to get the old reciprocator saw going. We're going to cut a chunk out of her. And now, this bad boy. When I broke the blade off last time, I was having such a hard time. There's a little piece right in. Let me get the glasses on. It's wore out is what it is. There's a little thing right there. When you pull that up, you can see a tab push down on that tab right there. If I push down on it further than what that side piece allows it, should fall right out. And it did. So that's what has happened. This piece here has worn out on that piece. You can see the wear on this side. So you just pry down on this piece, pry down that piece, and then it falls out. So I found that out after I got all frustrated with it. And I fixed it. I am fogging up because I am hot. Not as hot as Jolene, but I'm hot. All right, I have some reciprocator saw blades here. The reciprocator saw blades I've been using are Diablos. Fire and rescue. I think they would probably use about the best, I guess. And they don't mess with the rest. So what's going to happen is, and the reason that I use the longer ones is because of the situation, just like what's going on with the center there, with the support going all the way across. If I don't have something long, I'm not going to be able to get through it. It's quite deep. So we'll see whether I get jammed up or not and bend the blade. I'm hoping I do not, and we'll see what happens. Jolene's going to give me some ear protection. Did you want ear protection?
I have some in.
She has some in. Alrighty, I'm going to cut that section out, I guess. There's no reason not to. Other than there's a piece, there's a cross member right here, so I'm going to end it. I'm going to try to end it. Now I can see where it's spot welded. I hope I can. Yeah, where it's spot welded. I'm going to end it right here. Somewhere right there I'm going to end it. The reason I don't want to cut that one because I don't think I need to, and I don't want to cut a cross member if I don't have to. Let's go for it. Spot welds right there. That's what I'm thinking at the, nope, cross members right there. I can see a spot weld there, a spot weld there. Didn't have that long blade, I wouldn't have got through that cross. Back a little bit further on that side. Back just a little bit further on this side. I want a zip cut. Just the reason being is I want to get onto a different angle. I want to start with the zip cut. Yeah. I think it would be cool to have the exhaust coming out the top. Like have 4 pipes on this side, 4 pipes on that side. I think it would be cool to do that. Got a straight line on this side. There's a cross member in here and I do not want to get it. Spot weld, spot weld. Spot weld. So I'm saying the cross member's here. So I'm going to stop there and go across. Let's do this. See if it is. Plug it in! Plug it in, plug it in. I could cut with zip cut, but we'll just cut it. The way to cut a straight line with these reciprocator saws is to lay it out straight. Lay it out straighter. If you start digging it down like that, getting it straight down, then you start messing up. But if you start laying it out, lay that straight line, you generally get a nice line. And I guessed right. I seen the spot welds and I stopped. So, that's what I'm saying where our engine is going to rock and roll. We have yeah. Like I said, if you come up, what can I say? This does not look center to me, and the reason being is, this does not look center to me. Does not look center. I'm going to stop screaming, and I'm going to get down in the hole. That way there I can. Ah. $16, $18. Okay, so this rib here, so I need to take another rib off this right here. So the rib is sitting right on top of this frame rail. In the middle of the frame rail is this rib. In the middle of this is this right here, so we can take off that one right there. And then cut it back, and then we'd be directly center Why I measured that like that, I'm not sure, but no harm, no foul. I suspected that I was going to be cutting out more than I've cut out. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to take it underneath, slide it out. And you can see the cross member that has been chewed out of this. That might be 18 gauge, maybe. That cross member might be 18 gauge. The square stock down there holding it together from side to side is 3/16, so it's stronger than what we have originally. That's all right. Alrighty, I have a little bit of a mess to clean up. I dry it off a little bit. So you see what's going on here now. So I'm going to drop, this is my cross member. I'm thinking my cross member is going to have to come down here somewhere. I don't know what that is, it's a brake line. Cross member is going to come down here somewhere. Allow the engine to go in. And we'll run her back to her. Hopefully, what I'm thinking is, is that we have enough of this right here, enough room from here back to the rear end. We have enough for the radiator, the motor, every transmission, everything. Hoping that's enough. If it's not, I can plant the radiator somewhere else. That's for sure. But I'm hoping that's where it can end. I hope it all can fit right in here. It would be cool to have the pipes coming out the center of the roof. That'd be cool. Have some zoomies coming out. That'd be right up what I'd be going for. Alrighty, so we've taken the mock-up engine that was outside, we've thrown it in here. I can cut out another rib on this side and make it a little bit wider on this side and make it the same. We're 2 inches off, and which that is 2 inches, one rib off. That's what we're 1 rib off, and that's okay. What I think what I'll do when the engine goes in, and then there will be a doghouse that goes on top of it. And hopefully I'm not in it. But anyways, let's take a look now. The biggest mistake is to think that you can jump up and you can't. So that's the floor that we've taken out of it. That's where the engine's going. I didn't cut back any further because we had a cross member back there, and there was no rhyme or reason why I want to cut that cross member when the transmission is going to be underneath of it. And it would just be just a mistake. And I thought it would be a mistake. With the cross member of the engine going in, this part takes place of that cross member. The cross member right there. See that cross member right there? We've just cut that out. When we put this in, see look at how thick this is compared to what they had. When this goes in, if say the engine goes there, this cross member will take place of that cross member. And we did not go anywhere because nothing can come apart. We are welded back together there. We are tied together with this piece of square stock here. We are tied together with the roof here. So everything's fine. We're tied together at the bottom. We're tied together there. We're tied together there. Tied together there. Tied together there. Tied together there. So anyways, we got the roof, or not the motor in it. And that's basically what I'm going to do for this one. I want to thank everybody for coming back and watching. Appreciate it. We really do. If you like what's going on, throw a like in. If you don't, you know what to do. Comment, share, subscribe. Come back tomorrow, and we'll be here. I'm a sweating.